LA Times declines to endorse Kamala Harris after backing Dems since 2008. Doesn't that seem strange? Is this a sign? Is this another sign? Is this Providence at work again? Because why wouldn't the LA Times endorse Kamala Harris? Obviously, if they're going to endorse anybody, it's her. But let's take a look. The owner of the paper is involved. The Los Angeles Times will not be endorsing a candidate for the 2024 election after endorsing a Democratic presidential candidate in every election since 2008. According to a report from Semaphore, the owner of the LA Times has blocked the outlet from endorsing a candidate this year. The LA Times editorial board published its endorsements for the 2024 election cycle last week. However, an endorsement for president was not part of it. You've also got like the Teamsters not endorsing Kamala Harris. You got the firefighters union not endorsing Kamala Harris. I mean, they're supposed to support Democrats. LA Times unions supposed to support the Democrat. That's supposed to be automatic. So what happened? The editorial board was reportedly preparing to endorse a Democrat for the presidency. And just, any Democrat, by the way. Well, Biden, Harris, didn't matter. They could have just gotten rid of Harris. They could get rid of Harris and just put a can of tomato soup up. And they will want to endorse that. If they're going to endorse anybody, they're going to endorse the can of soup. So they were, the editorial board was reportedly preparing to endorse a Democrat for this election as well. However, the executive editor for the paper informed staff that the paper would not do so for 2024, according to Semaphore. The owner of the LA Times is Dr. Patrick Soon Xiong, who gained his wealth in the healthcare industry. So it sounds like it's coming from the owner, which I don't understand why he would direct them to not endorse anyone, because, I mean, the LA Times is just a far left rag. It's just total propaganda. I mean, this is the newspaper that said that they called Larry Elder the black face of white supremacy in the recall election. So it seems strange to me. I mean, what would be the problem? I mean, he owns that paper, and the paper is just a far left propaganda rag. LA Times. The LA Times endorsements page did not explain the reason behind not endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris, which would have been the likely outcome had the outlet come out to endorse a candidate. Of course it would have been. That's who. They weren't going to endorse Trump, for God's sakes, obviously. The editorial board endorses selectively, choosing the most consequential races in which to make recommendations. We do not comment on internal discussions or decisions about editorials or endorsements, a spokesperson for the LA Times told Semaphore when the outlet reached out for comment. So I don't know. It's a bit strange, isn't it? Has the owner of this paper had some late change of heart? It seems strange because all that the LA Times publishes is just leftist propaganda. So it would seem perfectly natural to endorse her. It would be perfectly in line with everything else they do. So I don't know. Strange. What is it? Rosie says maybe a sign, probably leverage. I don't know. Possibly. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.